It was a pretty day to be chasing trains. We were in Valdosta at Zacadoo's getting a breakfast sandwich and heard on the scanner a train headed for Thomasville. And of course somebody ordered spaghetti at the drive-thru, and so it took a while to get our sandwich. And by the time we got on 84 and was heading towards Thomasville, that train had got ahead of us. But we heard on the scanner as we was driving to Thomasville, this train here, and I said, I believe that mile marker is Thomasville, and he had clearance all the way to Quitman, so that meant he would be heading south. For those of you who don't know, Zacadoo's don't serve spaghetti. And I always say that when we get held up at a window when somebody has ordered something that makes you have to wait. That's just my saying. They must have ordered spaghetti. Anywho, we happened to see this train. It was in a good location right there by the track. Very easy to get to. It was just a place we kind of chanced up on. It wasn't really something I had scouted out before. But we felt good about seeing this one, and of course it's track speed, one of my favorites. Didn't have time to set up the tripod because when I saw the mile marker I realized he was only just a little ways from us. Anyway, that's the way the day started. Had a chance to look at some different places in Thomasville. This was a road that I'd seen on a map, and I decided to turn down here to look at it and see what it offered. We had pulled up in here before, but we decided to go on into closer to where the yard is in Thomasville. We happened to hear on the radio that the train we had first wanted to chase while we was getting our sandwiches, we thought he was long gone and already northbound beyond Thomasville. After we got, we set up in a couple of places just to see if we could hear some traffic. We heard some chatter that said that there was a W031 fixing to head down, and needed to have priority to get through. Heard the dispatch give this one permission, and what we heard was as soon as he gets past here, the train that we had wanted to chase from Valdosta was actually at Thomasville sitting on a siding, and he had the green light to go when this train passed him. So instead of going on towards Alabama, we decided we'd chase them back because we knew he was going to Waycross. we thought it's pretty cool to see the different kinds of machinery that this train had on it. I believe it's a complete track overhaul train. I believe there's nothing on there that they can't do to refurbish or to work on railroads. Even the boxcars or offices that has parts and places that they can use to work when they're working on tracks. So we thought it to be a special train, and we decided it would be the choice to follow. And of course, we know the territory going back towards Waycross. It wasn't hard to get to Boston, which is between Thomasville and Quitman, and of course knowing the location makes it easier to get into a spot. We happened to see a young boy and his grandfather pull up on the other side of the track, and the little boy obviously excited he was wanting to see the train, and so you'll see him in just a few moments. This is W031 coming through Boston. Neat as you can hear the wheels clacking on the joint, and it's almost has a railroad rap cadence to it. The boy, after the train passed, he came over a little closer, and I told him to watch in a couple of days on YouTube to see this video, and it's exciting to see youngsters out there, next generation rail fans. We actually saw the W031 while we was on 84, and this is on the east side of Quitman, but the trees happen to be a little bit too thick right there, and we were going to try to we like to get a side shot of trains as they're going along the track, so once in a while you'll see it. But my wife asked me, she said it's really thick trees, do you want me to keep shooting? And I said, well, yeah, keep on shooting. This is a real familiar place for us because the crossing down in front of us that he just came across is Boone Dairy Road. This is the little yard that CSX has just off of St. Augustine Road, and we decided we would catch him here, and we had missed lunch because we decided to make the chase, and we were deciding where to stop to keep from losing the train. So as he was passing through here, we opted to stop at a little location, get a large fry and a couple of sodas, and we called that lunch. Sorry, it turned us out. Now, for people that know me, they know that our family is a group of people who love food and love to eat, and we're not bashful. And when I talk to friends and different ones, and they find out that I actually missed lunch over watching a freight train, they really do start to wonder if I'm really right in the head or not. I kind of like that position though. It keeps them on the edge. Now, this is one of the favorite things here, is actually catching the train and seeing him out the window and do side shots. I'm actually running the speed limit. I'm not breaking the law. But this is one of the things that I didn't realize what a job I was doing with the Trains by Ben hat right in front of the camera. I'm not sure what the GSP would say about holding the camera on the dash. I was thinking about getting a camera mount. We were close to Homerville, so that was our next location. If we could get past him, then we was going to be just in time to get set up to catch him at Homerville. The engineer recognized that we had been chasing him ever since Thomasville, and we got the special toot. So of course that's just icing on the cake for us. We are at our favorite place at Needham Road in Ruskin, which is just a couple of miles on the west end of the Rice Yard. Now that's the work train, And after a few moments, I say probably about 30-45 minutes, dispatch had decided to go ahead and let him, he needed to break up his train and move some cars. So they were going to go ahead and let him go down to the switch where he's almost at the switch and manually make the switch to get over on the other track. And then he had permission to use both tracks and get his train separated and remade. And then he could go on into the yard. But the yard master, they had a train that they needed to come out. It was 646 that would be heading back to Montgomery. And they decided that 646 needed to come out before W031 got in, so they had him make the switches back, reset the switches, and turn them back to automatic, and then had him back up to where the picture was, where he was sitting. That's far enough back not to activate the switch circuits that control the gates, and so he backed up. Now here's the story. We waited for quite a while on this train to come out, and he never did come out, and you can tell by the sun that it's kind of late. So I suggested we go ahead to the Chinese buffet and get supper, seeing how we had eaten French fries for lunch. It was dark when we came back by this location, but we saw W031 going into the yard in the dark. The next clip you'll see is out the window, almost in Valdosta.
Well, the train's slowing down. That's the problem I've got. Well, oh yeah, he's slowing down more. This train right here is 646. It was the one we was waiting on to come out of Rice Yard whenever work train 031 got stuck. It had to back up. This was the train we was waiting on. So we decided to go eat. There's the end of train device blinking in the darkness. Coming into Valdosta, Georgia.